Have you ever said to yourself that you thought in life you would be more ahead by now versus where you actually are? Or in 2020 during the pandemic, did you ever feel helpless or not in control for your destiny and your income, and you're consistently financially stressed out? You're probably frustrated that whether you can pay bills or not, it's out of your hands, it is controlled by someone else such as your employer. If you have any of these thoughts, I'm going to tell you why in 2021 it's going to be the best year you should think about to start your own business or turn it into self-employed and chase after your dream. So first of all, who am I? If you haven't watched my other channel already, I have a channel I created last year that teaches people on personal finance in Canada. I'm a financial advisor who initially started as a side hustle, just trying to earn some part-time income. Now I've built it into a full-time business that have generated over $500,000 in revenue last year. And due to my work, I have to communicate with a lot of different people in different sectors. Most often, they're self-employed or business owners. So I've consolidated all the opinion, and I'm going to tell you why 2021 is going to be one of the best opportunity and best year that you should think about starting something on your own. So the first reason is a new world is emerging. So because of COVID-19, it doesn't matter if a vaccine is out or not. After everything is settled, there's no way the world is going to go back to the full normal we used to experience before. During this time, it has forced people to have a new way of thinking when it comes to their own finance, the way they travel, or even work. And as you see during this time, many businesses with their old ways are dying out. But this also means a new opportunity will emerge. And if you enter this year, you're going to have the flexibility and adaptiveness that old businesses cannot offer because they have leased all these offices and store space and hired all these people already. They have a lot of fixed costs, so they can't change very fast. Versus you have no cost yet, so you can make any changes and adaptation and be much faster than them. And the second reason is borders are essentially erased. So one of the biggest social experiments for last year was basically work from home. This is a topic that people always discuss about and has always been banned because they say that it just doesn't work. But as we saw last year, many industry and jobs thrived because of work from home. So myself included, for my business, I used to have to meet clients face to face. So when pandemic happened, I was very worried about how am I going to survive if I can no longer see people face to face? Well, as it turns out, online meeting is actually much better than face to face because now I don't have to drive anywhere or they drive to me. I can just hop online and we can start a conversation right away. So this realization actually eliminated our biggest cost, which is renting an office, and boosted our efficiency by 10-fold. So depending on the business and industry you're in, this could potentially lower a lot of the physical barrier to entrance. Now the third reason is seek and you shall find. One of the most common comments I got from my clients for last year is that this pandemic has forced them to slow down their way of life and really reconnect with themselves. So this forced them to have a lot of time to continuously seek for things that can benefit them personally. And this is why last year April we've launched our finance channel, originally just talking about financial topics because we couldn't run any of our usual seminars offline. We ended up to go from just having a very local group of clients in Vancouver to expanding all over Canada and have gained loyal subscribers and fans along the way. This has significantly boosted our business revenue and also reach. And this is what I'm trying to say. Because everybody is constantly seeking right now more than ever, if you have a belief, message, or product that you believe can really help people and you put in the work and push it out, there is much likely going to be someone liking what you do and willing to pay you money for it. Now the fourth reason is winter is better than spring. So just like we have 4 seasons in our climate, business also have 4 different seasons. Now, most businesses actually built during the summer cycle when everything is going up, everyone is happy with lots of money to spend. This is where the most businesses have started, but they're also the most fragile business because they have only seen the good times. So it's easy to look good and do well, earn a lot of money when it's summertime. But it's really the business that have built and survived through fall and winter that can really survive for a long time. So if you start this year, especially with vaccine on the way, You might have to endure some winter for some time still, but at least you can get that experience and also know that spring and summer is much closer than last year. Now, the final reason, and I think is the most important one, is that process pain is better than regret pain. So if you're watching, I'm sure you have at least one great idea that you feel very strongly about and you want to execute on it. But the problem is that every time you're about to take some massive action, there's always the voice in your head talking to you saying that, what if I fail? What if I lose money? What if I embarrass myself in front of people, etc.? And it's holding you back from actually doing something about it. Now, from personal experience looking back, I can tell you my answer to all these doubts would be, so what? So first of all, if right now you're not doing something you absolutely love, you're just exhausted and stressed out at work every day, you're probably wasting your time anyway. And second of all, the time that people actually think about you is probably much less than what you really think they spend time on thinking about you. Okay, so that's a little bit confusing. But at the end of the day is people don't really think about you as much as you think. So if you worry about other people laughing at you, don't worry. They're not thinking about you at all. And for people that actually spend time to go laugh at you, they probably have their own fear and insecurity and they're just projecting onto you. So ignore them. And also you should know that for this year, it doesn't matter if you take action or not. Time is still going to keep going. But at the end, you will look back and you will feel one of the two pain for sure. Process pain or regret pain. And coming from personal experience who have experienced both, I can tell you that process pain is always better than regret pain. So one very good example is before I started this business, I had a dream job in Hong Kong I've always wanted. And maybe it's luck I actually got accepted in that job. Now I had a lot of insecurity and fear going in, but I still decided to try anyway. At the end, after 1 year, I can tell you that I realized I actually don't like that job at all. It wasn't what I wanted. But I'm so glad I actually took that chance because I was able to tell myself that I like something, I pursued after it, I got it, I did it. And at the end, it didn't work out. At least I tried it and exhausted that possibility. Versus 10 to 20 years later, I think about it and I say, hey, if only I took that chance, maybe it would have been something different. Maybe I would have been in a different place. The truth is you will never know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But it's going to eat away at you, thinking about that what if. So it's much better to go find out, even if you fail, than regret and looking back and always thinking about it. Alright, so this channel is going to be a little different in that I want to have some sort of homework and exercise for every video because, like I said before, the key here is for massive action. There's no point for us to kind of feel good and go through all these videos if we're not going to take any steps for our future. So the homework for this video, we're going to call it the clarity tool. And basically here, we're going to go through a worksheet and just evaluate for ourselves. So the first section is talking about where we are right now. So this is the place where we're going to be very truthful to ourselves and just list out where we are right now, maybe career-wise, financial-wise, and family-wise, and how are we feeling about those areas. So for example, this is what I would have write in the beginning when I first started my business. I didn't like working as an employee. I was feeling frustrated and I felt like I have no sense of control. So those are what I would put down. And the next section is what I want from life. If I'm going to start something on my own, if I'm going to build something, what do I actually want in my life? So here you list everything you ever wanted or your perfect picture if you have your perfect life right now. And hopefully our answer is not just on the surface like, oh, I wish I have $1 million. I wish I'm a billionaire. I have lots of money. You're going to dig a little deeper on something specific. So for example, you can say, okay, I would like to be able to spend 3 hours every day just playing with my kids or helping them through their homework and spending time with them. So be more specific on what you actually would like in your life, what you're looking for. Because this is very important. If you're going to start something, you can't just start because you want money. It's very easy to pick a job that gives you money. But as we see already, you're not happy or you're not satisfied with your own job, even though it gives you money. So we are looking for more than just money, more than just freedom. What do we want? Name something specific in your head right now that you can visualize. And then last section that we're going to do is we're going to list out why we just listed everything we want at number 2. So for me, spending 1 or 2 months with family is something I really want. Then I would say why. So because, my parents took care of me. They spent a lot of, time and energy to bring us to Canada. And I know they sacrificed a lot. And then they really can only see their parents maybe, a week or 2 weeks in a year. And And then my grandma passed away on the mother's side, and I know, my mom always wished she had spent more time with the parents, right? It's very hard when you're living in two separate countries. So I don't want to wait until, I'm retired and then I start spending time with my parents. I want to have those kind of quality time now. And here I will urge you to go as deep as possible within your heart on why this is so important to you. Because when you start a business, at the beginning, you're going to be very motivated because you think you're going to go, very smooth and you're going to make a lot of money or you're going to get a lot of fame very short time. But as you actually go through the steps, you realize it's a lot more difficult or complicated than you have initially think about. And it's very easy to get demotivated, even though you're slowly improving. But the fast difference between your expectation and your reality, it's gonna make you very demotivated. So you need to have a very strong why to push you through and get you to keep going no matter how difficult it is. So complete this video, go through it, and then I'll see you back in the video. Alright, so those are the top 5 reasons why I think this year is the best opportunity to go after something you've always wanted. And here's what I can do to help you. This new second channel, I've made it at the request of my subscribers, my clients, and my friends. And like I've said before, I've started this work as a self-employed, making $20,000 a year, to all the way grossing over $500K last year and having a legit business. And during this time, I've made so much mistakes and learned so much lessons from personal experience, anywhere from marketing to sales to customer service, etc. So in this channel, I'm going to be sharing with you everything I've known from all these years that can help me build from something very small to all the way well into deep 6 figures. Now, there will be a lot more video coming your way, so as of this moment, what you need to do is actually hit the subscribe button and click the bell button, so when I start uploading my batch videos, you're gonna get the notification to all my contents. So I look forward to seeing more of you, to exchange some idea and tell me your journey on starting something on your own. And I think this year can be really, really fruitful. You just have to decide for yourself and put it into action. All right. And also, if you haven't already, you can check out my main channel, which is talking about personal finance. So on one side, you can learn about business. On the other side, you can learn about how to manage your own finance. All right. This is Jacky. I hope you found this interesting. I'll see you very soon. Bye.